What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Chuckle with the Guys, episode 2. I'm Justin, and I'm joined today by my esteemed co-hosts, Ross and Nikos. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey,
How's it going? Wait, before we get too deep into the show, I have some big news.
you have big news,
I have big news I wanted to share with y'all.
please?
As you know, I'm from Burlington.
Yeah.
I think you said it best, American by birth, Burlingtonian by the grace of God.
That's amazing.
Uh, So I was scrolling through Instagram, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole predator catcher. I don't know what you call it. The whole predator catcher universe. Those folks that
Oh,
go around busting.
yeah.
Like Chris Hansen? That's
Yeah,
a,
I was
that's a
Yeah,
hero of
I
mine.
was I was gonna
yeah,
say To Catch a Predator was prime
I'm
time
about to say,
viewing for
that's one of
me.
my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah,
Listen,
for sure. It really was.
there's no better TV than a sex pest. Let's start there.
Let's start there,
Uh,
yeah.
but anyways, as I was scrolling, I came across a familiar chubby fella, the same guy that caught EDP. Uh, I don't know his name. I don't know. I think his channel name is Predator Catcher. He's got his own skeezy things about it. But anyways,
Yeah,
uh,
I think I know who you're talking about. He's
they were
he's he's not a
yeah.
great dude himself.
No. But whatever. Anyways, we're past that.
Sure.
Burlington. They were in Burlington, North Carolina, catching a sex. And honestly, I don't think I've ever been prouder.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, I don't know where they were. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it just gave me a nice little feeling to see Burlington
Yeah.
uh
I'd
trending
have
on
thought it
Instagram.
I'd have thought it would have shamed you that you got weirdos coming from your hometown.
Well, listen, you're gonna have weirdos regardless.
No, you're not
But
wrong.
and the thing is, like, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So anything to get Burlington on the map, if it brings more people in, because the big thing is, and then one of my the pride of Burlington is our KFC buffet. And
Yeah.
and if Catching Predators brings more people in to check out probably the best, well, one of the last few KFC buffets in the nation. But it brings them there. You know, you come for the Predators, you stay for the KFC.
That's a
Um,
good
that's what
slogan.
I
everyone
That's a
that's what
really
everyone
good
always
slogan.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be funny if they would have caught him at the KFC buffet? Bust him
I
No,
there.
feel like
that would have been pretty bad.
yeah.
Um,
But KFC is like a church. It's
Mm.
that's
it's
true.
it's whole it's holy ground.
How do you feel about
Yeah.
Church's chicken?
And
It's
not,
it's
no, no, it's fine. It's good. It's
no,
fine.
really. Oh, you don't like it that much? I was gonna
No, it's
say
not the thing. It's just never been my thing. It's fine. It's good.
I like it more than guys, which I think is maybe controversial.
Well,
I think church just is better.
Well,
Mm.
here's the thing. Because we're from North Carolina, not you, Ross, but the rest of us,
Sure.
Bojangles has always been king, and we did
I
have a
love
churches for a little
Bojangles.
while,
Yeah.
and it was good. But the thing is, it couldn't. You're not going to outlast Hardee's and Bojangles.
No.
It's
There's
too
nothing like
ingrained in
Bobo's.
society. Right, exactly.
There's nothing like
Yeah, no, I do
so
like Bojangles.
So,
I'm a bit of a hockey guy, and a couple of years ago the Carolina Hurricanes had this thing where if they scored more than 3 goals in a game and you went to a Bojangles and you said that you were a Caniac, they'd give you a free Bowberry biscuit. And there was many a morning that I drove by and was like, I'm a Caniac and got my free Bowberry biscuit. Love that
Do you,
thing.
so do you think that they were doing that because they love North Carolina and the Canes, or do you think they were doing that because they had a surplus of these biscuits that they needed to get rid of? Because I think it would be better. It'd be a way better deal to go and say the like code word and get chicken, not a biscuit, not like a sugary biscuit.
Oh, it's so good.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
will say this.
they're good, but it's not what I want when I think of Bojangles. I don't think about their breakfast.
I probably had the worst biscuit and the best biscuit of my life, and from Bojangles. And let me tell you, those Bowberry biscuits, if you get a good one, it's great.
You
But
did.
I've had some that were just hard as those pucks,
Hard as
probably they're
pucks. Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, they could have been
Yes.
playing hockey
So
with it. Yeah, me too.
yeah, so I
Yeah,
think
but
Ross made a good point. Those are probably 3-day old Bowberry biscuits they're throwing at you.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. And I
Yeah.
just from a fan of hockey and Bojangles standpoint, would you not prefer chicken?
I don't know. I mean, I love chicken, but I mean, I'll take what I can get if it's free. To be
That's
honest
fair.
with you, I'll take what I get. Hey, do you remember Ross when we tried to get the pizza using the password and they wouldn't
Yeah,
give it to us? Have we
I
ever,
do. That was so funny.
Nikos? Have we ever told you this story? But one time years ago, I don't remember the circumstances, but I think the internet was down. And so we
It was, yeah.
called, yeah, Ross and I wanted a pizza. And so we called the pizza place, and there was like a coupon that was like, and it was another Hurricanes thing. It was like, I think the code was like Hurricanes 50 or whatever. You get 50% off a pizza.
Wow.
But we
That's a
couldn't
great deal.
it was a great deal, but we couldn't use the computer because the internet was down. So Ross and I call the pizza place, and we're like, "Hey, can we use this code word to get this thing?" And the guy on the other side of the phone was like, "What's the code word?" And we were like, "Hurricanes 50." And he paused, and he said, "No." And he wouldn't give it to us.
Absolutely denied. To which we both were like, why the hell did he
I
ask
know.
us
Why'd you ask us for
the
the code
code?
word if you weren't going to use it?
Yeah.
It's like he knew he was not going to do it, but he wanted to know if we actually knew the code.
Which we
Or
did.
maybe you guys didn't know that. Maybe there's a different verbal code that he was waiting for
I don't
that you
know.
guys didn't know.
You know, that's a great point. Maybe there was a telephone code
And we
that
used the
could have
internet
got
one.
us that. Yeah, maybe we screwed up, dude.
I think he was being douchey.
I
Before
think
we
so
get into
too.
the show, I did just want to say, at the very least, please check out that episode. I think this is Burlington's chance to really get on the map.
Hey, you know
So
what?
that's
Maybe I'll leave a
Yeah,
link to it in the comments.
thank you.
yeah.
Maybe I
Hey,
will.
before we get off of that topic, though, I do want to just quickly say that I've never been to a KFC buffet, but it sounds amazing. I wish
Yeah,
that I wish every KFC had a buffet.
The Fuquay one used to. It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid.
and
But the whole
like I said,
KFC in Fuquay's gone now.
I think there's one in Dunn or something like that. I
Hmm.
think that might be closer than going to Burlington. But again, like I said, don't just go to Dunn. You can go to Burlington, catch out some Sex Pest and chicken. So
Yeah, the
The,
streets of
cl-
Burlington getting cleaned up.
right.
I mean, that's a positive thing. The closest KFC to where I grew up in Massachusetts was in the bustling metropolis of Hyannis, which was about 45 minutes from where I lived. So I would travel far for KFC, but it was just a standard KFC.
Yeah.
There was no buffet.
Anything
Mm.
about a place named Hyannis, you're gonna have a lot of sex pests there too.
Oh, that's maybe that's next on their list.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I miss the buffet stuff because I miss Pizza Hut buffet. That was like my favorite thing. I miss old
Yeah.
90s Pizza Hut regardless.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I think everyone who experienced it misses it.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Ever
always
like
remember playing tabletop Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They had the arcade. They had
Um,
a, what is it? A Galaga?
Yep. It was like a
mhm.
4-in-1 or something like that.
Yeah. So much fun. Before I begin, I actually do need to mention that I just want to update everyone on the show that Michael Rappaport has made a statement about his little eating technique on the traders. I guess he got so much like um, comments about it that he had to say something about it. So he says that he was only eating that way to prevent his clothes from getting ruined. Apparently, he didn't have any appropriate clothing that the show would let him wear. So he had just very limited stuff that he could wear, which I was scratching my head at that and like, what do you mean he didn't have any? So I guess it had like logos on it or something. But to keep
Oh, okay.
to keep his clothes from getting ruined, that's why he was eating that way. He says. And it also seems
Well,
like Andrew Cohen or Andy Cohen, I think, wrote something
mhm.
that he was basically eliminated from the show for being too annoying. I don't know how the show works, but apparently he was playing the role of a faithful. And for those who know the traders probably knows what that means more than I do, but he was playing this role of a faithful, and a faithful has never been eliminated that quickly apparently, and he's the first in the show's history to do it just because they wanted him gone.
It
So
makes sense to me. He does seem rather annoying.
that's my little
He
update
seems
on
like
Michael
a good
Rappaport.
guy. I am curious about the clothing, the inappropriate clothing. I'm sure you're probably right where it was just branded. It was nothing like obscene. But
Yeah.
that then begs the question, what brands does Michael Rappaport
I don't know. What's he rocking? What's he
yeah, oh,
rocking? I
yeah.
didn't realize this, but I saw something recently that he worked for Barstool Sports. You know Barstool? That's
Yeah, he got
Mhm.
fired fairly quickly. He had a huge fallout with him. I
yeah.
remember that.
I
Yeah.
just heard about that recently that he apparently causes trouble everywhere he goes.
You know, he was in the Fallout show in the last season. I think he
That's
died
right.
rather quickly.
He was Knight Titus.
for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So it
no,
seems like it's kind of on brand for him to be
eliminated
uh
quickly.
yes, they get rid of him as soon as they introduce him,
Did
which I
anyone?
think I would as well.
Yeah, I would too. Get him off of there. Did anyone actually try his eating technique this week? Did any of y'all give it a shot? Plate to face.
No. No. I've done it
No.
I feel like I've done it before when I was like 7.
Yeah,
Or when I'm finishing up ramen or something, it's not a bad technique.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's a cup to mouth is fine. A
Hmm.
plate to
Yeah,
mouth is a little weird.
you're
Hmm.
right. The ratio's
I'll e-
off.
I'll even say bowl to mouth is fine.
Yep.
The flatter you get, the flatter you get, the weirder it gets.
The flatter you get, the weirder it gets.
Well,
Yes.
All right, so let's get into the show. So there's a bunch of internet chatter around a certain live stream between some far-right misogynistic figures like our Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, and some others who make up this real-life kind of Legion of
you don't
Doom.
have to editorialize. Those are just men.
Yeah, those
They're
are
not far right. They're just men.
they're just
What we
men.
strive to be. Yeah.
Yeah, there can be what we all want to be, right? That is the
Right.
quintessential man. But I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm sure you probably have. But a recent video showed Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate,
Clavicular.
clavicular, and others like Myron Gaines and what is it, Sneeko? Is that how he says it?
Sneeko.
Sneeko.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
all at a
Yes.
Miami nightclub. By the way, did you know why he calls himself Myron Gaines?
Well, I mean, so I do. So back in the day on the old bodybuilding forums, I mean, it's just a joke. Like it's like admiring gains.
Admiring
So
Gaines.
it's like a pretty common refrain in those old bodybuilding forums.
Yeah,
So
he's so cool.
Is Sneeko called Sneeko because he sneaks around while he watches his girlfriend have sex with other men?
well, that's the thing. He wasn't sneaking. He was proudly in the cup
Oh,
chair.
right,
So,
right, right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
So
No sneaking about it.
yeah.
Anyway, this group of scholars danced and sang to Kanye West, Heil Hitler. The Miami club did apologize for playing the song, but according to Newsweek, a spokesperson for Andrew Tate said that Andrew Tate had no involvement in the song being played or requested. He has no control over what the venue or others choose to play and strongly questions why such a decision was made. Now, mind you, Andrew Tate and the rest of his little buddies were all dancing and singing in a van to the same song prior to arriving at this Miami club. And I have the video here. Have you guys seen
Before
it?
before you do,
Yeah,
can I ask you a question?
sure.
So what's the controversy around this Hitler fella?
What is the controversy around this Hitler fella?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to.
Back in World War II, if you ever played the game Medal of Honor, you might have heard
Yes,
of
yeah,
World
yeah.
War II. He
I
was
know we
a
won.
do what?
I know we won it. I don't really know the details. I just know
Oh, well, to beat it, we
the
had to
U.S. area.
essentially beat this Hitler guy to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He was a bad
Okay, so
dude.
he wasn't on our team,
No.
is what I'm
Oh,
taking
have you
away. Okay.
seen the third Indiana Jones movie? He's one of
I'm,
the bad guys in Indiana Jones. Yeah, he was like the main leader of those
okay.
guys in the Indiana Jones films.
So he wasn't a good guy. Got it. Got it. Got it.
No. He wasn't that.
Okay.
He wasn't a good dude.
Okay.
And
All right. We're on the same page.
that's kind of the controversy surrounding that figure.
Right.
Okay. Just to get everyone caught up on that. So I have a video here of them in the van. So check out this and just check out how much fun they're all having. Look at that.
He was throwing his heart out to everyone.
Throwing his heart out. Wouldn't you love to be there hanging out with these chaps?
They look fun.
Yeah. And of course that's Kanye West's song in the background. And they played this same song in the nightclub
Okay.
Wow.
when they got to Miami. So they really love this song. I'll
So real quick, in that shot, only one of those people was like white. Like Nick Fuentes is Hispanic.
Yeah.
Tristan Tate is half black. Myron, I know he's from East Africa. I think he's Arab, and however that mix works out. I think he's Sudanese, so there's like Arab and African. And then the other one, Sneako's like Haitian and Filipino or something.
yeah, I'm
So
glad you pointed that out.
from what I'm taking away, Hitler may have not been a fan of those people.
No,
Is
I don't
that
think he would have. I don't think
okay?
he would have.
Okay.
I don't think he would have liked them too much. He
Wow.
was kind of
Yeah,
Okay.
he would have.
into.
He would have made him honorary. I think.
Really?
I don't know if
Okay.
he
I
would have
think
done
so.
that. I don't know if he would have done that. He was really
Mhm.
into the blonde-haired, blue-eyed. Oh well. With that said, I think I would have been okay. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, he.
I would have
I,
been when I was younger. I think I aged out of Hitler's ideal man.
yeah, I am the ideal man.
Yeah.
Um, actually, regarding this,
Did you
there's
want us
this.
to? Did you want us to rate the song? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, what
What
do you
was
think
it?
of the song? What do you think
No,
of what do you think of Kanye West song? What do you think of that? Or what does he call himself? Yay these days?
yeah.
What do you think of Ye's song?
I think the song's a little passe, if you ask me.
Too
I give
long.
Uh,
it an I'd give it an 8 out of 8.
88.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't care for the song.
Yeah.
Can you? So I used to, years ago, I used to, like some Kanye West songs. I mean, how do you feel about it? Like, can you even listen to his music anymore?
I don't. I just don't. I mean, for me, like I haven't heard anything good from him since like 2014 anyway, so it's
Yeah.
easy for me to give him up. So yeah, no, it's just not for what. Like, what am I listening to? I don't care anymore. So
I would like to see him though run for president just to see him on a debate stage or something like that. I think that'd be fun.
well, he has run, but he couldn't get the support to get on stage.
Hey, we need to get him on stage at least. But there's this new term that I've heard recently, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's new. It just means that it's new to me. But it's called aura farming. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
it's essentially
Aura
aura
farming. But yeah,
farming. Yeah,
Or
go
or
off. Yeah.
it's so new to me. I'm dating myself here, but it's essentially hanging out or doing something that's perceived cool to make yourself look cooler, I guess. And a lot of
yeah.
folks were saying that Nick Fuentes was kind of doing this because he doesn't
No, there was
seem.
there was there was zero aura in the entire
Yeah.
vehicle.
Oh yeah, you
When I
didn't
think
feel
of
any.
when I think of someone aura farming, I'm thinking of Piccolo from Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z
Yeah,
with his arms folded in the wind.
that's
Yeah.
cool. He's
I don't think
Well,
of fucking Nick Fuentes singing along to a Kanye West song. I feel like that's
yeah.
the opposite.
Do
Right. I'm
you?
thinking of a 360 no scope. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's no question in my mind that Piccolo's cool. Do you think he ever went to an alpha male training camp? Piccolo did?
I don't think he ever needed to.
Well, he would have run one if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, he would have, yeah, definitely been making money off those scrubs. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
These alpha male training camps, they kind of came to my attention because honestly, I actually didn't really know anything about them. And I just recently
Yeah.
discovered these things, and they filled me with such embarrassment, cringe, secondhand cringe that I couldn't take it. But I did. So I wanted to show off some things that I found. But they're
They are
basically,
hilarious.
yeah, they're pretty crazy. And they blew my mind, like of how much like people follow these things. But they're basically these like self-help programs for men. For those of you who don't know, and they claim to teach you how to be more dominant, confident, and alpha. Translation: douchebag. They often promise to turn you into like this leader of men that's supercharged with confidence and the ability to attract romantic partners, like some kind of apex predator or something like that. But the people behind these camps are really interesting because they frame themselves as the antidote to betadom and like weakness, and they're usually based on this very like rigid, often outdated idea of masculinity.
nice.
Yeah.
So they,
The problem with the camps though is that they are like they're paradoxical in nature because all of the men who go to them are essentially routinely humiliated for like about a weekend, which is another aspect of this. Is like how what are they going to learn in 2 days that's going to change their life? But the 2 days, I don't know what the videos you're going to show, but the 2 days I've seen a few. It's just them being yelled at by by like a guy on a Segway, called like a pussy, and then they have to like do you know push-ups, and then they can only do like five of them. The entire thing is essentially a humiliation ritual, which I cannot imagine how that turns you into an alpha.
no man, you got to claim your territory,
None of
dominate the
them
social
do.
hierarchy, be the leader of the pack.
None of
Um,
them are. They all look like pathetic, weak, fragile followers.
No, man. When you come out of this, you're gonna have the confidence to wrestle grizzly bears and dominate board meetings with like eye
Okay.
contact alone.
Right.
Nikos, you were actually in the military, so I would like to hear your opinion on like some of these guys when you see them, because you've served, man.
That's right. I have served in the world's greatest Air Force. One of my crowning achievements. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your service, and I want to see.
I worked in. Let me be clear. I worked in finance, so you know, only the best of the best.
Best
You
of
know,
the
the
best in
bravest.
finance.
Right. First to go, last to know. That's what they say about us.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I've got a little clip here. I'll play.
The worst military
look at
boot
some of
camp
this
of
stuff.
all time.
There is no respect. Get in the tub.
This is just a part of the so-called modern
they
day
look like
night
Navy
project,
SEALs, or
a
like they're trying to be
self-proclaimed
Navy
3-day
SEALs.
alpha male boot
dude
camp
just said,
for
"Get in the
insecure
tub."
men trying
Get in
to
the tub.
man up. But everyone thinks that in reality they're paying to willingly
Honestly, this
wallow
looks like
in
Air
the
Force
mud,
Basic
crawl
training. I mean,
through
not
the
the-
dirt,
I mean,
and do
being
push-ups by the
dweebs, like, that's
seat
pretty
while being
much
humiliated
us.
by their
How
instructors.
many-
at
how
a
many-
cheap
how many
price
tubs
of
did you have to
just
get in?
$18,000.
Actually,
This
none. No
facilitator of suffering
No
is
tubs.
Steve
No ice
Eckert,
tubs.
an ex-Navy SEAL who co-founded the
ex-Navy SEAL.
MDK
This guy
project.
charges
It seems like this guy is
$18,000
the
for
most
this
brutal
experience.
part of the team, and
That's the
people are
thing.
really
If you go
worried
to the
about
military,
his
they'll pay you to
disturbing
do this.
rants during
I
the
know.
course. But all of the internet is making fun of
got
their
it all mixed up.
graduation ceremonies for how cringe they
I
are,
don't see
claiming
those
it's
guys
just
should
a
just have an
front for
orgy.
scamming people.
Like,
And
I mean,
there's
they're
even
wasting their
rumors
time. Like,
the
obviously they
whole
just want to be
project's going to
held,
shut down
you know?
due to legal issues. Is the
I mean,
MDK
that's where the tub comes
project
in.
going to
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tub thing is bizarre. But listen to this guy. So this is this Navy SEAL guy. He's the guy who runs this project. It's called the MDK project, which is Modern Day Night. That alone is,
Sounds like MK Ultra to me. But go off.
but this is this guy. He's an ex-Navy SEAL, and listen to this guy. This that he talks about. I think this is complete bullshit. I don't think this story is real. But listen
Guys
to
talking
this.
about the project. Oh, it's so expensive. This is just for rich old white guys who are millionaires and just regret never going into the military. But here you have a fucking 18-year-old that saved up for a year and a half because he knew he needed to do it. And I just saw on social media, just like the last couple of days, he just had his first $100,000 year, his first six-figure year at like 20 years old when he was
What a gangster.
dead broke. He was doing like Uber Eats and all this other shit just
a
to put money
gangster.
together to show up to the project. But then we'll have 35-year-old dudes saying, "Oh, this is just for rich old white dudes. This is not for the regular guy." But
Well,
it's just fucking excuses.
I was going to say, you know what it is? When you want something bad enough, you find reasons to get it. When you decide that you don't want it bad enough, you find excuses why you won't.
Would always get
What,
guys.
that's wisdom there. That's wisdom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty based if you ask me. I don't understand how getting yelled at is going to make you $100,000. Let me tell you, I've been yelled at a lot.
Me too.
You know, I haven't made $100,000 a year yet, but maybe if I go get yelled at some more.
But yeah, for 18,000, I mean, imagine that you save up $18,000 and you spend it to go for 2 days, crawl around in
Yeah.
the dirt, sit in a bathtub, get hosed down by this guy, him yell at you, call you a loser, and then you come out of it and you're like, hell yeah, dude, I'm ready for the world. I'm a man.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm a happily married man, so I'm very far out of the game, but I cannot imagine telling this to a woman that I'm going on a date with, that hey, I blew 18 grand to get yelled at by a stronger man. That has to be a deal breaker. That has to be such a red flag.
Well, Ross, you asked the right people. If there's one thing I know is women. All right, I've watched.
Okay.
What's my guy's name? I watched What Women Want
Okay.
millions
Good
of
movie.
times. So, if anyone knows, it's me and Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Uh,
did that
Yeah.
one once,
What about
for sure.
what about mystery?
Yeah, Peacock.
You remember
I
Peacocking?
remember it. Come on, listen. I've been in the manosphere for longer than a lot of people have been alive. So yeah, I know. And here's the thing: you don't tell a woman anything, right? You just
Gotcha,
show up.
okay.
You know, and if you tell her, she just has to accept it, dude.
Right,
Like,
right,
just
right.
hey, you know what? I don't want to get too spicy. We got a large female audience. So ladies, just
The
tune out
biggest.
for a second. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna save this. I might be starting my own pod, just a little red pill talk. But that's all I got to say for that today.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't. I get you. I get the concept of if you do something this stupid, don't tell anyone. But they're being filmed doing it. So it's gonna get out.
Yeah, it's gonna get out
I don't
there.
know. I feel like most women aren't on that side of the internet. Hopefully,
Do you think that in some weird, bizarre way, the guys running this are doing this specifically to make themselves look better? Let me get a bunch of betas and let me order them around, and then I'll film it, and then I'll be able to show everyone how alpha I am.
Well, this dude is getting $18,000 for a weekend's worth of work from
Yeah,
I don't know 20 dudes at a time.
it looked like it was larger than that, like
Yeah,
maybe like 80.
he's cracked the code somehow. This guy. I don't know. But for our,
It's
actually, to your point, Ross, for our female listeners out there, the huge female listening audience that we have, I do want to know what they think. Leave a comment or something, and maybe I'll put up a poll or something. If your boyfriend or a man that you were on a date with did this, what would you think? Would it be a turn off? Would it be a turn on? What would you think? I would like to know. We can do this experiment together. Leave a comment or something like that. Maybe I'll put up
yeah.
a poll. Stay
Well,
tuned.
not only women though, but anyway, sorry, Ross, but yeah, not only women, anyone that dates men or
Sure.
men like creatures.
Yes.
Leave a comment.
Right.
Men like
Well, I was gonna say
creatures. Leave
that
a
there,
comment.
there there is at least one woman that I'm aware of that is 100% into the manosphere. I don't know if you guys heard of a woman who goes by Pearl. I think her official like channel is Pearly Things or
Yep.
just Pearly Things.
Right.
She recently had a debate with Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks, I believe.
Oh yeah, the young.
Yes.
I know Anna Kasparian. Yeah.
They had a debate, and it was kind of on like, I guess feminism. I don't really want to get too much into the debate because there's almost nothing of value being said by Pearl in that. But something that she did say that I thought was hilarious was she was floundering the entire time. She was completely like caught off guard. She was freezing like Mitch McConnell. Um,
Breaking down.
but at one point, she said something that was so funny to me. Whilst Anna Kasparian was just like decimating her, she just screamed out, "Men have died to get you crab." And I thought, what an amazing thing to scream out in the
Men
midst
have
of an argument.
men have
Men have,
died to get you crab. Is she referring
yeah.
to like Deadliest Catch? Is that what she's
I
talking
think
about? The
I think
Netflix?
so. I think so.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I didn't think too hard of it. If I live to 150, there's not enough time to waste on thinking about this kind of nonsense. I just couldn't be bothered to really look into what she was trying to say. But I can only imagine she was talking about like the dangers of being a fisherman, and that is a mostly male dominated thing, and I think that was the point she was trying to make. But she just kind of blurted it out in the middle of an argument. Men died to get you crab. And I thought, what an amazing thing
That's
to
funny
just
because it
do.
almost has the same like oomph behind it as like when people argue that like soldiers died for your freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
kind of
It
was like
has like
that.
the same punch. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Men
just think
died to
that's
get you crab. So
I think it's something that we need to
they
just
gave their
introduce into
life.
modern debates.
They gave their life so that you could eat crab.
I just thought that was hilarious. I just wanted to let you guys know that is, as of right now, in my opinion, that is a viable strategy in any debate. If you're
I
losing a
mean,
debate, just interrupt them and scream,
Actually,
"Men
you're
died to
right.
get you crab."
That might actually be my go-to move from now on.
Pearl is a thought leader in the manosphere, so I think it's a valid argument.
Okay. I mean, that's an opinion.
All I know is the next time I order crab, I'm gonna think a man for that.
I think you should salute the crab.
I should. I
Actually,
should.
next time you and the old lady go out,
Yeah.
you sit her down, you
Hmm.
order crab and say, "I want you to know, a man died for this."
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look her
and then
right in
ask
the
her to
eyes.
pay. And then say, "Hey, pay for dinner, honey. I've done enough."
That'll go over
Think about
super well.
let's say think about all the crabs that have died.
Mm.
Well, ugh. All right,
Well,
let's not get too deep. Let's move on. I don't want to turn this too dark.
well, actually,
Okay.
Nikos, I was going to turn to you to dive us into the darkest, deepest part of the webs to find out what you've dug up this week. What do you got for us, Nikos?
Oh man, you guys are well aware of maybe a young woman named Gypsy. Well, she's not young.
See, I
anymore.
don't think
But anyways,
I don't think I am aware of this. I think
Gypsy
you're gonna educate
Rose.
me on this.
I'm so
Huh?
vaguely aware. Like I really don't know that much about her.
Don't worry. We're gonna do a quick little dive in, and I want to move on and tell you what's happening currently. But before I do, I sort of want to read a legal disclaimer.
Okay.
This is just I ran this through legal. They said just read this. We'll be good. Whatever we say after this. The story you are about to hear is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. All right. Anyways, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she killed her mom. Long story short, or a gentleman she was dating killed her mom. She grew up. A lot of people believe she was manipulated, or she was. There's like a whole Munchausen by proxy thing. Her mother told her she had diseases. They scammed people out of money. She'd go around pretending she was younger than she actually was, lie about things, and eventually, as she got older, she began to resent her mother and she began dating this man in her 20s. I guess she would have been 20. He would have also been 20. I believe they were the same age. And eventually he killed her. She went to jail for 10 years. I think she got out last year, maybe the year before. He is serving life in prison. Everyone, long story short, everyone's bad in this story, but there was a push to sort of I don't know if whitewash is the word, but to sort of forgive Gypsy Rose for her past. But recently, a few other shows, particularly I think the big show that's done is a podcast called In the Weeds. I'm not 100% sure. They did a FOIA request to request the files from Gypsy Rose's trial, or at least her boyfriend's trial, and during that, some videos were released that are truly unhinged and paint Gypsy and not so bright of a light, because it seems that maybe she was truly manipulative herself. So I actually wanted to share a video. I don't know, Justin, if you don't mind queuing that up for us.
I got it right here, brother.
Before we hit play,
Oh.
is the name Gypsy not a little bit problematic?
Can
Can you name your child Gypsy in this day and age? I feel
In
like you
this day-
can't.
I don't know. So that's the thing, right? If I sort of like the N word, right? If I say it to a friend and we're the same culture, then it's fine. Like maybe if you are, I don't know. I'm sort of confused about the word itself. Like, cause I feel like I've heard of, let's say Irish people, like there's Irish gypsies, right? But are they the same as the Romani gypsies? Like I know that it's a slur when it's used towards Romani people, but if they call themselves, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. Yeah, the Romani were the only. I'm apologize. I'm ignorant on this. I thought the Romani were the only group that were called that.
Okay, so in Snatch, isn't Brad Pitt considered a gypsy? He didn't. I mean, I don't think of him as Romani. I don't know the culture well enough. I'm American, so I try not to get too caught up about what's going on in Europe. You
Right.
know, the third world
Yeah,
continent.
but is that the third
So-
world of Europe? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're always
Yeah,
taking
so anyways-
advantage of us.
If gypsies is a slur, this is her name, so we're not using it as a slur. So just work
Okay,
with this,
sure.
folks. Yeah.
So this video here is this Gypsy Rose. So here we go. Let me see.
That it is. It's big enough to me, and I think that
Is that her
you're the
voice?
perfect size.
Yeah.
Of course, I would support you if you wanted to go an inch bigger.
What?
Anyways, that was one of her many unhinged videos.
Yeah.
I
What
thought
is
it was
she
the longer
talking
version.
about?
She's saying okay. So the
I
full
don't.
context.
Yeah.
The full context of the video is
Yeah, I feel like
I
I
don't-
agree with this girl here, where she's like an ounce of context would be helpful.
the gentleman had reached out to her and had told her that he had a small glizzy, a wiener, if you will.
Oh,
And she was saying
and
that
she's saying
I
that's
don't
not a
care how-
problem.
Yeah, so that's one of the many. I mean, there's tons. Listen,
So
those
that's
out
the
there,
kind of stuff she would talk about on the internet.
that was one of her personas. She has 3 or 4 personas that she was operating under.
She has different
so-
personas.
Exactly. So, one was
that one there was what the like a little
That was-
girl
that-
type as a persona.
I don't remember who's who, but that was not her horny persona, if that's what you're wondering, because she does have a.
I was wondering that.
a horny persona. let me actually let me drop the horny persona in here for you really quickly.
Yeah, let me see that
And,
one. Yeah, I want to. I want to
okay,
see the.
of
I want to see that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to be offensive, but does she need glasses?
She needs a lot of things.
She's got I just feel like she has eyes. She has eyes made for glasses.
You're not wrong. So here's the thing. She has gotten work done surgically since she's gotten out. And she does, I mean, let's be serious. She's a very unfortunate looking woman. But like they say, you're not ugly, you're just poor. So it looks like she's got a little money.
Yeah.
But
And she's been working on it.
those were done before she had the work done,
What's that?
right?
Oh, these videos. Yes. This is pre-jail.
Okay.
All right, I got the picture up here for the audience. You see here, it says she's cosplaying as Harley Quinn. So that persona, the horny persona quote is a Harley Quinn thing.
Just in this scene.
Okay, but this is kind of the look she would go for.
Something like that. Let's just give this a little run.
Perfect. Brilliant. Show her true love. Well, I bet you're up to something perfectly deviant. And if I know you, I know that you'll be planning to take over the world. Watch it burn. But you can't do it without me. That's why you and I make the perfect team. So when we're in person, when we're outside of this pathetic city, we are gonna cause a mayhem and destruction like nobody's ever seen. So, until then,
this is
I
horny.
wait. See you around, Puddin'.
I mean,
this is crazy. This woman is
Here's-
crazy.
so here's what you don't know. Margot Robbie actually used this as inspiration for her role in Suicide Squad. So
I can see it. I can see it. Honestly.
yeah.
I totally
mean,
get
honestly, the
that.
sex appeal oozes through the stream for me. So
she and Chris Chan would have really made a pair.
I don't.
Do you see that? Do you think so?
Nah, I just no, I don't. I just don't. Listen, as a Christorian, I don't want to damage Chris Chan's good name by tying her to her. You know what I'm saying? So I just rather not participate in that thought experiment.
Do you know who she sounds like to me? She sounds like Moaning Myrtle from
That's
Harry
true.
Potter.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear it.
I didn't really get to the darker videos. There are videos where she talks about how she will murder someone and their blood will be pouring
Right.
out.
So that's what's even crazier about this is to think that this girl like murdered. Well, I guess you said that she
Woman.
She used her boyfriend to do it, to murder her mother.
Yeah, and so if you go through actually all the files, like you can sort of see how manipulative she truly is. So like I said, there are multiple personas that she uses, and one of them is like nurturing, and then she has one that is dark and is like, oh no, I want to see blood, I want to see violence.
Oh, ground.
And so I mean, there's people that have like thought pieces on it or think pieces on it. So if you take your time on YouTube and search Gypstein files,
The Gypstein files.
you will find that
At least those have been released.
there has been a big turn against Gypsy Rose, because even when she got out of prison, she married a gentleman, and he talked about how manipulative she is, and a part of it is like just nurture, right? Like she grew up in a bad environment relationship. All she knows is to use people. At the same time, like as she got like, I feel like the way they formed the story in the news as it happened was like, oh no, she was a young girl that didn't know what was going on. She was a woman already when she started dating this man. They were the same age. He didn't groom her, not to say she wasn't groomed in other ways between her mom and her, but he didn't go seek her out to take advantage of her. She was already a manipulative, sociopath. So it's a bad situation. I'm not saying the dude should be released. He absolutely deserves to be in prison, but she doesn't deserve to have her image rehabbed, and she should probably still be in prison too, long story
Right.
short.
So she's out of prison now?
Out living her best life. She had a kid the other day.
Oh, the other day, huh?
Or sorry, not other day. I think earlier last year or something like that.
I wonder if she's watched
Well, look-
those. I wonder if she's got any good like jail recipes. That's crazy that that she was released. That's nuts. And the other guy's still there. So I imagine there's this. Is there like some kind of push to maybe get the other guy out of prison because they're saying that he's kind of a victim in all this?
No, I don't think that's it. I think it's just more people were upset that, we were lied to about how, how involved she actually was. And like, I think it was, or sorry, it's not like the courts lied to us, right? It's just like people like Kim Kardashian is one of the people that were like a champion of hers. And then for like big channels like Lifetime to give her a show when she gets out of prison, it's like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, dude, the Lifetime show for this is, there's going to be one made. They always do that kind of
No,
stuff.
there was already one. She had a reality series.
A reality show?
Yeah, they ran 2 seasons that showed her marriage when she got out of jail. And that guy she's divorced. And like I said, the guy she had a baby with is another man after this relationship, after her first relationship out of jail. And so yeah, it's just she's been a mess. Which I mean, again, you go get incarcerated, things get screwed up. But again, she was never good, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I don't know anything about Gypsy Rose, but she looks like a lovely young lady, and I wish her well.
Yeah. Yeah, we wish her the best. Hope she gets to continue cosplaying.
Listen, I want to apologize to our large female fan base, but I got a question for you boys. Smash or pass? No, I'm kidding.
She had, like, again, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but she's got some kind of like condition, right? Like,
no, so that's the thing too. So it was her mom would say she has a condition, but there's literally nothing.
Her mom
wrong
is dead,
with her.
so her mom would say that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, like when she was like scamming people as a because they would say, oh, she's wheelchair bound. She was never wheelchair bound. She would say she had all these conditions, and even still, like doctors did give her treatments for conditions she didn't have because her mom was so assertive that there was something wrong with her. But there was never anything. She's just an unfortunate. Like here, I don't know a nice way to say it. She looks like her mom. Like it's genetic. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I think she's from Missouri. That might be part of the problem too.
Missouri, yeah.
No offense to any of our Missouri listeners.
Oh yeah, all of them, all of them. That's crazy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know much about her. You filled me in on it good today, but I tell you what, I don't know if she needs to be out of prison. I don't know if I like it walking around on the streets. If she ends up in Burlington, hopefully they wrap her up too, like they did that one guy. Maybe catch her at the KFC buffet.
I want to drop one more video just so people can actually see. This is, well, let me drop this in the chat. And this is another one where you can sort of see how manipulative she is, or just like, actually, this is one of the hornier ones.
Okay.
So, if you don't mind sharing that with the.
Don't mind at all.
Hello, my master. It is your slave, Gypsy Rose, Elsie Emma Petrie Blanchard. I am making you this video upon your command, as part of a test. I did the first test,
performance
which
arts,
is to
man. I
become
think
a
we're being a little hard on her.
That was to pour
You're not
various
wrong. She's an
ingredients
actor.
on me and humiliate myself. I passed that test on the second try, so I'm hopeful I can pass this test. This is the first part of a 4-part like exam sort of thing test. So this is the first part that I'm making.
Anyways, we can cut this. Or you can drop this part, but that wasn't the hornier one. But anyways, I'm gonna find some horny ones, leave them in the details so you guys can check them out.
I'm a little disappointed. If that's horny, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm sorry. I think I mixed them up. But she did say something earlier where she called herself a slave. I just want to say something.
She called herself a what?
She said hello. I don't want to say it as a black man.
I was like, she called herself a.
She did call herself a slave. If you play those first 5 seconds, and I just want to say something on behalf of the podcast. We do not support slavery in any form. We are an anti-slave podcast, honestly. Right. So
that's what we are.
If anyone's asking, we're anti-slavery, no matter where it happens.
Absolutely. I hope nobody asks that.
Well, you never know. I just want to clarify our stance on slavery.
Yeah.
Especially since we're, in North Carolina, I just want to make it clear.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I'm not.
Well, you're here, so
I'm here, but I'm not the culture.
He's the one Yankee in the group. Man, crazy. But with that, I think I'm gonna open up the court. The court is now in session. I believe we have something to debate. I believe there's trouble in Beckham Land.
Oh man, one more story for you boys. Go ahead, Ross.
I was saying this is Chuckle Court. This is proper Chuckle Court.
This is Chuckle Court. Welcome to Chuckle Court. We are the judges. You are the judge.
All 3 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me present the case to you,
All right,
boys,
let's hit us with the case. Case
and the
number one.
fans out there. Um, the beloved Beckham family. There seems to be a little trouble in paradise, if you will. Um, so Brooklyn Beckham, son of David Beckham and the beloved Victoria Beckham, recently laid out or wrote a post on Instagram where he was just aired it all out and brought the family drama to the front page. He talked about how much his mom hated his new wife and how everything they do for the family's PR, they don't get along. He hasn't been invited anywhere. They just hate each other. And he said one of the things that really stood out from him was a dance at his wedding between he and his mother. Now, the way he presented it is my
Hold on. The wedding was not between he and his mother.
correct. The wedding, he was not marrying his mother.
That's good.
Let me be
That's
clear.
good to know. Let's clean that up.
I know things are a little weird in the UK. They all look inbred, right? But in this case, he is not marrying.
So he
his
just
mother.
didn't like the way his mother was dancing.
Yeah, and some people from the wedding actually spoke up and sort of explained what happened. So I guess Marc Anthony, famous singer, was performing, and he said,
Nice.
so Mark Anthony said, "Oh, can please bring up the most beautiful woman in the room uh, to share a dance with Brooklyn." And Brooklyn, assuming, "Oh, this is going to be my wife." Guess who shows up? Victoria Beckham, and his wife runs out of the wedding crying.
Oh,
Um, so I guess the question is he overreacting, or
No,
does your mom
no,
deserve the
that
dance?
I think that if I didn't know that, I didn't know anything about this story, but if they opened it up as let's bring out the most beautiful woman at this
it
wedding
has to be the
and
bride, right?
it has to be the
It
bride.
has to be. It
Yeah, but
absolutely
here's the
has to
thing.
be.
But if your mom is Victoria Beckham, like who else are they
Yeah.
talking about?
I want to know
But for
what
one
is
day,
Dave
Victoria.
what's David think about this?
Yeah. Does he have anything to
Uh,
say?
David seems like a real one. He
have you
seems
ever
like he
heard
would not
David
be okay
Beckham
with it.
talk?
Actually, no.
I've heard
I don't know what
I
his voice
have
sounds
I
like.
no, I have. I've heard him call out Victoria on she was trying to pretend to be a like a middle class uh girl growing up.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something.
So I'm saying he's a bit of a real one. I don't know if he'd appreciate what his
I don't
wife
know.
did at his son's wedding.
You gotta hear his voice. He's a little high. He's got a couple octaves high for sounds very low T if you ask me. And that's just coming from me. That's just coming from the red pill side of me. Uh, but
Needs to go to one of those alpha training camps, eh?
absolutely. And he's British, so that should tell you all you need to know
Oh,
about that.
there you go.
Pearl
No
would
offense.
hate him.
Who was that?
Pearl would hate him.
Absolutely. Yeah. So anyways, again, your mom's Victoria Beckham. I know, let's look at it from Victoria Beckham's standpoint. You're sitting in a room with a bunch of fugly Brits.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey, bring up the most beautiful woman in the room."
Naturally, it's me, right?
I'm standing up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You're standing up.
Yeah.
I just think for one.
If this was
Well, I was just gonna say, I just think for one night, can't Victoria Beckham just be like, "Look, I know I'm the hottest one here. You all know I'm the hottest one here, but I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna stay seated because this ain't about me."
I was gonna say if David Beckham had married Baby Spice, I'd understand this. I'd understand the story completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if anything, it's probably Mark Anthony's fault, right? Because if you're in the room and you see Victoria Beckham, like, oh my gosh, she's probably the hottest one here, right? Um, Mind you, okay, wait, before we even dive into that, let's who you choosing out of the Spice Girls? I know my favorite. And mind you, I don't want to subject women to this type of thing. So just tune out for a second. A little session of who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Baby Spice.
Oh, I didn't mean to say but yeah,
Ugh.
okay.
Ugh.
Who you got, Ross?
I'll be real with you.
40 Spice.
I like them all.
You like all the spices?
I'm a spicy guy,
I'm a
dude. I like
spicy
spice.
guy. I like all the spices.
Well, I'll tell you, my Mel B, I've always been a fan.
Oh yeah.
That's just me personally. Listen, every woman is beautiful. Maybe not Gypsy Rose, but every woman is beautiful. Me particularly, I'm a scary spice guy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but I kind of clocked you as a scary spice kind of guy.
Yeah, yeah. I just to me, I don't know. I saw the movie a few times as a child, and she's really stood out. True star, true talent.
You know, they Baby Spice and Scary Spice was on one of the seasons of The Circle as contestants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were in
How
there.
are they as people?
They're fun. They were catfishing as a dude,
Nice.
and they did a good job. They were fun.
Yeah, that
Very
British. That British humor is something else.
I know.
Mr. Bean, one of the greats.
I love Mr. Bean. So yeah, but I do feel like you're right. I do feel like who was the guy singing again? His name's escaped me.
Marc Anthony.
Marc Anthony.
Marc
I do. Feel
I don't want to I don't want to get too far away from Mr. Bean. I think I just want to say what a perfect name for a British man,
Yeah.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, those some bitches love beans over there.
Beans and toast.
But yeah, no, sorry, Marc Anthony. I don't think he's the most confident man when it comes to.
I do think
to
it was his.
romance.
I do think it was his responsibility to be like, "Who's the prettiest one in here? It's the bride. Come on up."
Yeah, yeah. He kind of he has a lot to answer for when it comes to this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was one quote I forgot to add. So after the mother comes up, Mark Anthony says, "Put your hands on your mother's hips." And
Okay, he's just become the villain of this whole thing. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Again, it's Europe. Everything's a little. They kiss each other on the cheek. I don't know what's normal over there. So I just
It's definitely
don't know.
normal within the monarchy.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
that's how the whole thing worked out. I think there was a lot of hands on hips when it came to the royal family.
We are pro Prince Andrew. No, I'm joking. We're not pro Prince Andrew, but I'm a fan.
Is he in the Gypstein files too?
I don't know yet. I'll have to keep working through. I'll let you guys know.
How far are you through those files? You reading them all? You gonna read the whole thing, the whole saga?
I don't know. There is some like very disturbing text that were brought up. I may do some more deep dives, but there's a lot. There's a whole lot. So maybe in a few more weeks, I might actually make it through some text. So, but anyways, so who's in the wrong? Who we going with? Who's wrong?
I think Victoria Beckham should have politely nodded and maybe not go up. I think Victoria Beckham, Marc Anthony, I think they share some blame.
Yeah, I think Victoria Beckham definitely is in the wrong. But after you told me what Marc Anthony said, the second part of Marc Anthony puts him in a really bad spot.
I think
What a weird thing to do. That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, again, I think if it was my mom, I would be absolutely petrified.
Okay.
But if Brooklyn Beckham's mom came and did that to me at my wedding, I don't know that I care so much, honestly.
I know where your hands would be.
Where? How do you
in
think
my
that-
pockets? What's up?
How do you think they move past this? Do you think they move past this? Who has to come together and talk, and how do they sort it out?
Well, it sounds like they
He
did
did-
come together.
They did. Oh yeah. Okay.
I think the best way forward is to ritualistically sacrifice Marc Anthony.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
Honestly, that's probably the best option.
Honestly, I don't see any other option. I think that is exactly what has to happen.
Okay, so ruling is we put Mark Anthony to death.
That's the
Put Marc
ruling.
Anthony to death, and we make Victoria Beckham do any time, or is she just getting parole?
Parole. I vote for parole.
Yeah. Mm,
I mean,
Yeah,
the bloodlust will be satiated. Marc Anthony's blood will satisfy
It'll
the people
satisfy
for
the
sure.
gods. That's
Yeah.
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. All right, I'm down.
All right.
Down with
That's
that
the
rule. I
ruling
can live with it.
of. I'd say Chuckle Court is closed. I say that's the ruling.
Right.
It's final. Marc Anthony must be put. To
I don't
death.
think I didn't know where we were going in terms of Chuckle Court. I didn't think we'd be this draconian.
It got out of hand
first-
really.
the first-
It got out of hand really quick.
The first ever Chuckle Court resulted in an execution.
Well, there's that saying, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
so-
very, very wise.
Stay tuned for more Chuckle Court, and we'll see who we get to execute next. Okay, so continuing on with the pop culture news. I've got this new movie trailer to show you. I didn't know they were actually working on this movie, but this new trailer for Masters of the Universe. That's He-Man, for those of you who don't know. It just dropped, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this trailer to see if you think it looks any good. Do you guys wanna see this one? Let me pull it up for you so you can check it out. Here's the trailer right here.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real.
Be real with you, I did not know that. I don't know anything about Master of the Universe. I didn't know that there were spaceships involved. I thought it was all medieval.
Yeah, there's like, they were like driving around in a car at one point. I remember. Like, to be honest, I don't know a ton about Masters of the Universe either. I caught a couple episodes of the cartoon. Do you remember the cartoon? Was it Hanna-Barbera?
I never watched it.
Yeah, I do remember. I don't think it was Hanna-Barbera. Wait, who did Space Coast? Is that Hanna-Barbera? Oh, it is. Yeah.
But that's
it was. Yeah, but I remember them having like a van and they like driving around in it at one point. But I do remember his like little sword here.
You're thinking of Scooby-Doo, I think.
The Mystery Machine. Yeah. No, I do remember they had like a fighting mobile like tank looking thing, but I guess I don't remember. Yeah, I guess they did have spaceships.
It's about to get weird.
Yeah. I wasn't really a big He-Man guy, so.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch a ton of He-Man. I think that might have been like slightly, maybe before our cartoon watching.
I think it was, because I think this was like early 80s.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, so early Cartoon Network, all they played was 80s and, 70s cartoons. I've seen so much Hong Kong Phooey. I just wasn't big into He-Man.
So I watched a lot of Hong Kong Phooey as well. That I thought came like well before He-Man.
Yeah.
I feel like He-Man's in like this like gap for me. I got the earlier stuff. I got the stuff before it, and I got the stuff after it.
Right.
It looks pretty good though.
It looks okay. I was saying, having no knowledge of He-Man, this doesn't look awful, but this definitely does not interest me. Like, it doesn't get me into it.
Yeah, no.
No, I think he has too many clothes on. Let's make it skimpier. Let's make it skimpier.
He also doesn't have the bob haircut.
Yeah, where's the bob blonde haircut? So
they're trying to make him too hot, man. They need to make him silly looking.
Yeah. So to be real, like, this is like my one knowledge of He-Man is this song. Like, this is what
yes. This is what I know of him as well.
Yeah, this is like when I think of He-Man, this is exactly what pops into my head.
So this is I assume just a meme. This is not from the actual show.
No, this can't be from the show. But
do you think they're gonna reference this in the movie?
I hope they do. I'm actually shocked they didn't reference it in the trailer, because I feel like most people our age, this is when they think of He-Man. This is like what they think of.
This is all I know of it.
It's a great song. Great song. But here's the one thing that I think could be bad is that, and Nikos, I know you're a huge fan, so I do apologize, but Jared Leto's in this movie. And he's playing the skeleton guy. Skeletor, is that his name? Skeletor? Is that what they call him?
Yeah. Yep. Skeletor. Can I wait before again? As we all know, Jared Leto has been accused of leading a cult of sorts over in Hollywood. So, give me your favorite cult leader.
Ooh.
I'm partial to the Amshan Rikyo cult, where they were like deploying sarin gas in like
Japanese train station.
The Japanese train station.
Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh. I don't laugh because I think it's funny. I laugh because it's an absurd question you're asking.
Right.
I got to go with the Jim Jones.
Okay.
Go with the legend.
Classic.
Yeah. I'm going. Is it Marshall Applewhite? Heaven's Gate. Oh, he's. You don't remember they killed each other? They all had Nike Cortezes on. So he was very big into uniformity. I don't know, very stylish gentleman.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he made all the men cut off their wieners.
Yeah, he did. I think so.
Yeah, so I don't know. It sounds pretty metal to me. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
It kind of it's to bring it back around. I feel like that's the next stage of the alpha
That's definitely the next stage.
boot camp, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if you think about it, he's probably the least problematic because I don't think he was a sex pest.
And you be. He didn't
Yeah,
have the
exactly.
equipment.
He wasn't able to. He removed that ability.
Right. So
Kept
I mean, that's
kept himself honest.
listen. If you're gonna be in a cult, you might as well join one where you're not getting pestered for sex. So
Unless that's the reason you join a cult.
okay, well in
Yeah,
that
that
case,
could
yeah,
be a
you're
reason.
probably not very
Because I feel
happy.
like I feel like that is for a lot of people the main draw of a cult is just an endless amount of just weird
Well, what
sex
happens
stuff.
is, yeah, but what happens is, yeah, the leader's getting all the sex, and then
Yeah.
if you're some dude, like, nah, you might get some scraps. But,
Well,
you
no,
want to be the leader.
this is just again to bring it back. I think this is the Sneeko effect. You get to watch.
That's true. Okay, that's a good point, Ross. Thanks. I didn't even consider that.
No problem, man.
Yeah. Jared Leto. Is that confirmed that he had a cult? Does anyone know for real?
It's
I mean,
pretty cultish, at least.
yeah, I mean, he's definitely got culty vibes at the very
He's
least.
weird. He's
It was
weird for sure.
It was an island, I think, right?
Yeah, or something like that, or somewhere in the hills of Hollywood. Who knows?
Okay.
There's
I
so
just
many
know-
little islands where people were getting fondled. Who knows?
I just remember the story of him peeing in Will Smith's cereal.
Okay.
He's crazy.
I know that his like getaway retreat is what I think they called it. I think it was only like moms and their daughters were allowed. I don't think there was any men allowed.
That's sweet.
And I think there was like you had to pass his like attractive level for sure. So he
Okay.
just wanted a bunch of like hot moms and hot daughters.
Who doesn't?
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, I listen. I'm not a Jared Leto fan or Leto fan. I'm a 30 Seconds to Mars fan or
Hell
7
yeah.
seconds.
Great band.
30 Seconds to
Yeah.
Mars. Yeah.
Great band. Better than Hinder, I would say. Better than Hinder.
Whoa. All
Better
right,
than
well,
Hinder.
we don't need to make spicy takes for no reason. Hinder's a much better band, but honestly, the only song I know by them is The Kill, as far as 30 Seconds to Mars. But it's such a good song.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish he
Yeah.
would have stuck to that. Just sticks to 30 Seconds to Mars.
Actually, in all honesty, I have liked him in a few roles. Like in Dallas Buyers Club, he was actually pretty good. Yeah, that's to me. I don't know.
He got his ass beat in Fight Club. Well, speaking of movies, to go back to our last episode, we all reacted to Silent Hill.
Oh, yes.
I thought it looked decent. I think you guys didn't have too much negative things to say about it.
I think we were the only ones who thought it looked decent, apparently.
I saw that it opened to 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I guess it is pretty bad.
That's low. I haven't I read one review today that basically said that it's just not good. It's just that they were like the CGI doesn't look good. I think Nikos, you were mentioning how it looked like it was for like a WB show or something like that, and someone in there was like it's basically like one step up from a soap opera.
Yeah. Trash.
Mm-hmm. And they changed some things about the story that made Silent Hill 2 one of the best Silent Hill games. So I'm still gonna go see it. I think I'm still committed to going to go see the movie, but I'm gonna lower my expectations like way down.
Yeah, I want to as well. Still see it.
The only movie that I'm really only thinking about is Street Fighter. But other than that, yeah, I don't think there's anything new that's coming out that I really care to see. Oh, actually, I take that back. There is Fokker in Law, a new Meet the Fockers movie. So
man, it's been years since they made one of those.
Maybe I go check that out.
Last thing here. I found this. I was scrolling through and I just happened to see this and it just made me laugh. I don't know why. I like watching people lose their shit. especially like in public. I don't know why I get some kind of sick enjoyment out of that, but I do. I just like watching people lose their shit. And I found this video of this dude in the happiest place on earth is what it's called. Disney, happiest place on earth. And he's losing his shit in line because he's in the wrong line. But check this guy out here. I mean, just feel this guy.
Sorry, I had this discussion yesterday. I want this in the newspapers. I'm yelling like a child, madam. This is a racist company. Really? Yes, really. Sorry.
Look at his shirt, man.
It's pretty sweet, dude.
Do you know what this is about? Did I even mention what this is about? He's in the wrong checkout line.
Okay.
Okay, so he's
in the wrong checkout line. So do you see this rope down here where all these people are?
Yeah.
I love the booing at the end. We need to bring back public booing. He's in the wrong line. He's trying to check out. I don't know what he was trying to get per se, but he's in the wrong line, and someone at Disney told him to just hey man, you're in the wrong line. You need to be over here. And then that apparently proceeded to happen, and he said that Disney was being racist to him.
I agree with him.
Yeah,
I heard that. He looked like a white gentleman.
Yeah, he is.
I feel like if Disney is racist against anyone, I do not think it's white people.
He shouted, "This is a racist company."
What do you think he was trying to buy? I'm hoping he was trying to buy another sweet ass shirt. Man.
I hope so too. Another sweet ass Disney shirt.
Definitely Mickey Mouse ears.
He left with nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to give a racist company my money, so I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad he had fun though.
Yeah.
So it looks like he was having a good time at Disney.
Like he's so old. I wonder which family was he there with his grandkids, or was he just hanging out by himself?
It looked like he was just chilling by himself.
He's a loner for sure.
Yeah.
It's a Disney loner. I do like I like a public freak out. I think they are entertaining, but they never happen in person. I don't think I've ever seen one in person.
I've only ever seen one thing that kind of happened like that. I was in Lush in Crabtree Mall in Raleigh, and this guy came in, and it was during COVID, and we were all wearing masks. It was when we had to do that, and this guy comes in wearing sunglasses and a pink polo and khaki pants and no mask, and the woman working Lush was like, "You've got to put on a mask if you want to come in and shop here." And he was like, "Sorry, I identify as a chicken."
God, dude.
And she was like,
you know what's offensive about that?
What?
It's that he's not funny.
I know.
I don't know. He got me.
I feel like I laughed too when I overheard him say that. But he was like, "I identify as a chicken." And she was like, regardless, you have to put on a mask. And then he was like, "No, I don't identify." He kept just saying it, identify as a chicken. And then finally he was just like, "Fuck Lush." And he left. But that was the only time I've ever seen something like that.
I've been a part of a freak out before. I've been freaked out on, actually.
What happened?
I was working at Kmart as a young teenager. I was working in the layaway department, which terrible job for a 16-year-old. And a lady's layaway had been put back because she hadn't made her payments. And she comes in, she's like, "Well, I'm ready to make the payments." I was like, "Well, they already put your stuff back." And she just went off, and she was yelling at me, and I just froze. And I was like, all I could say was, "Okay, I'm sorry, it's already put back." And she asked for my manager, and I said, "Okay." And I just sort of walked away, and I didn't even get my manager. She just kept yelling. And I just walked away, and I didn't go back there.
Damn,
and they didn't make me go back. I think eventually someone did come help her though.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like 16, bro. I don't care. It's Kmart.
Yeah.
Pay your stuff.
Dang, Kmart. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine though he freaking out over over the wrong checkout lane though. Just get in the right lane, bro.
Yeah, just get in the right lane.
I'll tell you what though. Currently I was gonna say North Carolina, but I think it's a huge chunk of the country right now where facing a snowstorm.
No, it's like 34 states
Yes.
out of this great 50.
And in North Carolina, people tend to freak out when any kind of weird weather thing is happening. And the first thing they do is they go to the grocery store and they start trying to accumulate as much as they can, hoard everything. And it's really annoying. It happened a lot during COVID, but it's happening again. And I had to go. I know, Nikos, you had to go to the grocery store and kind of get in the middle of all this craziness. I had to as well yesterday. And speaking of checkout lanes, I go into my local grocery store. I go to the self checkout lane, which I don't know how you guys feel. I think self checkout is for maximum 10 items.
I do too.
Maximum like 15, right?
And
That's one of the
drives me
either the
crazy.
basket,
Yeah.
either the
Yep.
basket that
Or
you
the
can carry,
small
or one of
cart.
those the small cart.
The small cart. If you've got the
the
big
amount-
cart, it should be someone should be telling them to move.
Yes, definitely. And there's this big sign above it, and it says, self checkout, easy and quick. And I'm thinking, well, that's half of that is a lie.
Yeah.
This is not going to be quick. But I go there, and there's a bunch of people with just carts full, big carts full. We're talking like maybe 80 to 100 items.
Oh, that would have pissed me off. Ooh.
It was pissing me off. And there was one dude who had two. He was doing the whole thing where you have to push one with one arm and drag the other one behind you.
And he's in the self checkout.
Yes.
No.
And there are these two older ladies, and they are in front of me, and they've got their carts full, and they're just having like the greatest time ever. They're just talking, and they're not paying attention to having to go forward. There's an etiquette that is implied here, and they're not following it. They finally get to where they need to be, and one of them's like, "Oh, I don't use the discount card, the MVP card," and the other one's like, "Oh, you have to," and they just stop scanning to have this conversation, and the one lady is like, "Oh, use mine." And the lady's like, "Okay, let me put in your number." And then you have to sit there and listen to this lady call out numbers. The other lady's like, what was that number? She misclicks. Hold on, let me stop again. And I'm just sitting there. I had cat litter. I just need to get cat litter before this insane snowstorm. And I just thought, this is insane. And so I didn't freak out, but I kind of understand the concept of freaking out in a checkout line. But so I'm from the Northeast. You guys are from the South, from North Carolina. This is a normal thing. You guys have probably experienced this your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I talked to my mom today. She called me. She said, I was just worried about you. I was like, Mom, I'm almost 40. Like, stop. Leave me alone. But anyway, she told me her story about going to the grocery store. And she said, I wanted to buy cereal, but there was no milk. I was like, what do you need milk for cereal for? She's like, I'm not going to eat cereal without milk. I was like,
I agree
it
with
just
her.
doesn't, but it doesn't, what do you mean? It's just a treat. Like, you don't need milk for cereal.
No, but it's highly implied.
But here's the thing. Let's say we lose power, right?
Okay.
You're not supposed to open the fridge, right? I mean, yeah, you can put the milk outside. I don't think my mom's going to do that. So I'm like, you don't eat milk and cereal all year. Like,
Well,
just
that's what
eat
makes no
some dry
sense about
cereal.
any of this, though, is that when people freak out, the first thing they go do is grab bread and milk.
I haven't had milk since I was like in elementary school. It's disgusting. I hate
it's
it.
gross. I mean, that's why like none of that makes sense when people go out and they just start buying that weird bread and milk shit. It's like, what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. I think, Ross, to actually answer your question, I think like North Carolina is much more rural than you think. Like Raleigh, what it is today wasn't what it was 15 years ago. Like most of like the outskirts of Raleigh, like a town like, I don't know, like Holly Springs, like it might as well have been fucking Timbuktu 15 years ago.
Hey, listen, that's the truth.
Yeah.
So someone who lived in Fuquay most of his life. I believe you when it comes to Holly Springs. Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. Like all these exurbs or suburbs of like these big cities, like they're just now like everyone's getting 5G towers, or 4G. Not even 5G. Everyone's just now getting 4G. Like this is we're just used to being destitute. Like it was sort of a third world. Like that whole Civil War thing really set us back.
Really
in case you were wondering.
It really
Yeah.
says that. We've never quite recovered. We're only just now recovering.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's about to be reset again with this storm.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it's coming sooner than we don't care for. But to that point, though, in case we do lose power, I'm still planning on the hopefully that you're hearing this on Monday. But in case you don't hear this on Monday, it's because we lost power. And I wasn't able to upload the show. So hopefully it's Monday afternoon and everything is right in the world. And the storm wasn't that big of a deal. So, what are y'all planning on doing anything? I'm going to play board games. Are y'all planning on doing anything during Snowmageddon?
I don't have anything planned now.
I was gonna go run the car in the garage, sit in there, and just take a little nap. I guess. Until the storm's over.
Good idea. So Nikos
Yeah,
won't be
stay
on the show
warm.
next week. No. Oh my goodness. Well, all right. I think that's going to do it for us here with Chuckle with the Guys. Thank you for listening. And if you like what you heard today, be sure to hit like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss a single episode of this amazing new show. Also, don't forget to follow Atakashi on Thursday nights as we play Baldur's Gate 3. We are getting toward the end of that. Anyway, we'll see you back here next time for another Chuckle. Have a great week and take it easy. Say goodbye, Ross and Nikos.
Bye.